Hello, Red. What's good? What's the happening, senor? Hello, Allie. Greetings and salutations. The light flare gives a cool lens flare off the glasses. Yeah, it does normally.
You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits.
The GT66. Wait. There's only a GT40. I don't remember a GT66.
You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits.
Okay, that makes more sense.
If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How are y'all doing this fine Thursday afternoon? See, I can get stuff on the correct timeline on occasions. I remember it's Thursday. I remember I got to do a show, and hopefully we'll get people in here tonight. But if not, I decided that we'll do a bunch of one-player games. That's what I decided tonight. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Let's get the intermission game up. 2 million. Yikes. 2 million. Wow. That's a lot. But how's everybody doing this fine Thursday evening? And I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the List Wits Game Show. Whether you are watching from Mixer, YouTube, Streamlabs, what am I forgetting? Oh, there's that big service. It's called Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, D-Live, Twitch, Periscope, whatever the 9 services we're broadcasting from. Like I said, I can never get Facebook to work. Periscope's kind of gone dead on me. I'm gonna... see, I know this one already. Damn it. This is an easy one. Takes a few races. Yeah, I would think 2 million. There's more than a few. That's like a few. But ladies and gentlemen, myself and Paul would like to welcome you to the show tonight. You caught a cold. Did you catch it like with the gloved hand or the ungloved hand, Spock? That's always the question. Because you can throw it away if you catch it in the ungloved hand. Just throw it back. It's sort of like catch and release. It's a fishing term, just for those of you guys that don't know. There's one race I do and win 230,000. You got me wanting to play this game more and more, Allie. I want you to know that. And like I said, I'm not that good at racing games. I'm still only like on round 2 in Turbo Mania. Mom's hand on the food production while she... Mom! Oh, that's what I forgot to start. There we go. I know I forgot to start something. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night. It is game show night. And we're going to see just what happens. I figured I'm going to try something a little different on D-Live. I'm going back to the trivia category. The problem is I don't know if anybody even views that category. I'm making no progress on just chatting. So I figured I got to do something different. I am thinking I may have to change the Twitch one over to Quiz Show. Mom, go get some chicken soup. This is the rule, Mama Spock. If you got the sniffles, you get you some chicken soup, you get under a blankie, you get on the television, and then you make baby Spock do all the work. Them's the rules, Mom. And I know you agree with me. Doesn't matter. It's like if you get you got to be a guy about these things. Okay? You literally have to milk it for all it's worth. Ask anyone, ask Allie, ask Red, ask Spock, ask me. Are there any other guys in the channel at the moment? We milk it for all. Hon, my nose is runny. I gotta stay home in bed. Can you make me some food? Yeah, it works. You go for the sympathy thing. So you gotta steal one from the guys, Mama Spock. You gotta steal one from the guys because that's how we make it work. And it works almost every time. So you notice none of the guys are disagreeing with me, right? You see this little chat box? Wait, this chat box? You see none of the guys are disagreeing with me. Not a one. As we milk it. See, there you go. Allie Thank you, Allie, backing me up on this one. At least somebody's backing me up. uh, so, to oh, pardon me. So tonight, as always, we bring out our sponsor of the evening. It's always the same sponsor, just so you know. Oh, like it's a secret, Red. Everybody knows it. We just make it work. We do it over and over and over and over and over till they basically surrender. We're just like big boys. Think of us as very big 5-year-olds. Mom, she hit me. That means she loves you, hon. Yeah, but she gave me a black eye. That means you're going to get married. That's what you call a pre-ring. So anyway, so like I said, tonight, I think the plan is going to be doing a lot of one-player games. Red just plays the same game. Yeah, he won't admit to it. See, he's trying to don't tell my secrets. And it's like, too late. They already know. They just let us get away with it. So we're only going to pull out a big game tonight if we get enough participants. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. After the list, if we don't get enough participants, we're literally going to go with a bunch of one-player games tonight. And it's something I thought about today because, like I said, we sat from 9 o'clock till 9:20 just trying to get 2 players yesterday. 2 players. Guy, I know you're not watching at the moment. Dude, you got it easy. I'm just telling you, you got it easy. So yeah, I think that'll be the plan tonight. And then Saturday, I may have to work in the morning, Saturday morning. I haven't decided yet 100%. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, while I'm at the office, if it's slow, I'm going to try to work on a couple of things. I'm going to try to work on cleaning up a couple of games at the office while I'm there, if I can. And then Saturday afternoon, we're going to probably start a little early. Because I kind of noticed today when because I've actually added the £1 million drop, or the $1 million drop. I always have this thing where I get the game working and I want to run it, but I can't run it at the office because obviously I can't stream at the office. That's a big no-no. It's like, no. So we're probably going to start the Saturday episode early. So make sure you guys get notifications on, whether you're on DLive, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube, Mixer, Streamcast, Periscope. Let me go down the list real quick. DLive, Facebook, Instagib, Vaughn, Streamcast, Ustream. Wow, that list can't be right. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. Oh, dude, like I said, the DB5 to me will always be the last great Aston Martin. I'm gonna say it. The DB5 will always be. I mean, I know Aston Martin's a great car company. They put together some good ones. The DB5 was, yeah. The DB7 was all right. The DB9 was kind of like, some bells and whistles. But I still think the DB5 was the last great Aston Martin sports car. But I'm selfish because what was the car they used in Pierce Brosnan in the Diamonds movie? The Jaguar X220. Yeah, I think it was the Jaguar X220. I thought that thing looked fantastic. And it's like, yeah, but nobody can ever buy one. What? You're evil, 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 evil people. And I've thought about this as like my midlife crisis will always be this dream. But I'm like, I wonder if I could ever really get around to building a kit car. You know, you buy all the pieces and the parts and you put it together from scratch. I would take it and I would go over to my mechanic, Doug, and say, Doug, you want to help me out with this? Gonzo got carried away with this. Yes, he did. I just bought a kit car for $800 or whatever because you can get the kit cars cheap. And it's like, I really want to do a kit car. I don't know why I thought of this yesterday. Amazon off. I don't know why I thought about this yesterday. And it's just like, it'd be kind of cool. Just to put one together, put an engine in it, or get the mechanic to put the engine in, because I'm no good with mechanics. I would do the body work and stuff and have fun with it. But it's like, I would want to get one of those old-timey roadsters. That's what I would want. Like the 1923, 1924 Duesenbergs. And just make a kit car out of it. I know, it's weird. It was a weird thought, and I don't know why I had it. But it's like, I think I would have fun doing it. I really think I would have fun doing it. I gotta fix those clues, because those clues are screwy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get started tonight. And we are going to start with our list. Well, the problem is if you do that for car shows, you really got to do everything, like the engine and the whole 9 yards. And I am not an engine guy. My Bubbles will tell you, I am miserable when it comes to mechanics. I am totally miserable when it comes to mechanics. I can do the off and on. What? What is it trying to find? Why did it not find red blank? All right, give me a minute. I got to go find out why I didn't find that item on my list. Unless there's an extra space in there, but I don't think there is. I have to fix that one. Oh, okay. So we're back to movies tonight. Damn, I didn't really want to do a movie list. I did not. No. Not Knight Rider kit car. I want to do like a Duesenberg or a Tucker or something like that. I want to do a classic one. yeah, Allie. Well, you'll still need to do the train thing. You still got to do the landscape on the trains. That's what I'm still waiting to see you do. Yeah, it's fun to watch a train go in a circle. It really is. But it's more fun doing the landscapes. And I don't mean just like put together a building. I mean you put together a cityscape or a country farm. See, I thought about Bessie. I will admit, I thought about doing Bessie. Hey, Trans, what's good? Like I said, I would do a kit car. I would do a kit car. But I'd have to find one that's affordable. It's like in my weight class, so to speak. And it's Bessie, not Bessy. I'm just telling you, Spock. Get the spelling right on that one. Um, yeah, Bessie would be my first. When I was a kid, I actually tried to make a hovercraft. I wanted to make the Humaville, and then I wanted to make Diverse's wheelchair. I didn't do too well as those as a kid because my mom thought I was nuts, so she wouldn't let me get pieces and parts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for this list tonight, we are looking for Bruce Willis movies. And again, you have to be specific with the titles. I'm going to tell you that right now. You'll have to be very specific with the titles for this one. No, I don't know about Eleanor. No. Like I said, I think my dream kit car would be an old school convertible or ragtop. Just because I don't know what it is. I'm getting back into looking at old school cars. But yeah, I would do a Bessie in a heartbeat. An old Model A Ford, I would probably do in a heartbeat. Let me think. What else? I would probably take a chance with one of those German World War II cars. Now, granted, I wouldn't put any insignia on it. Nope. I crazy, I not stupid. What were those? They were Mercedes, I think. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, I would like to welcome you to the List Twist Game Show, where we basically do a list, a couple of one-player games, a couple of intermissions. Hopefully one main game tonight. We'll see, depending on how many people we get that are active and participating. And like I said, I've got a funny feeling because I know tonight's Nerdy's last night on his pay-per-view that probably will not be likely tonight. 16 Blocks, Die Hard, The Kid. All good ones, but not what we're looking for. Oh, Spock's like, I'm sick. All right, but I'm still going to spin the wheel. I got bad news for you, Spock. That's in the white. That is in the white. Which means, unfortunately for Spock, He went from 102 whammies down to 0. Problem is, I got like the one other U, which is like a misspell that I can't get rid of. He's just kind of like stuck there.
For $20,000, it must be exact.
Backseat driver.
Look who's talking to Color of the Night, Hudson Hawk, which is my guilty pleasure movie. Just don't tell anybody I said that.
$25,000, what does it say?
He wasn't in The Negotiator, was he? That's Samuel L. Jackson, I thought. Unless there's one I'm not remembering. I need to do one for Samuel L. Jackson, because that list will probably be huge. That list would probably be like enormous. Kind of like the Liam Neeson one will be when I get in there and finish it. Like I said, after I had done the pointless list and it's like all these movies that Liam Neeson was in, it's like, damn. They're coming along. Like I said, I'm trying to make time for everything. The trick is basically I have to make time on like almost as soon as I get home before I get the show started. So I only get about like a couple of minutes to work on one at any given time. Because I think I got heavies just about done. The good news is it's just like just overlaying layers. But it's like got this little tiny bit of having to move stuff on occasion. That's I was gonna use wasn't there a sailor cap in there? I'm trying to remember. I have to look. I thought there was a sailor cap in there. No, he's gonna get the racing goggles right now. He's gonna get the racing goggles because he's like hooked on GT again. The Jackal, Tears of the Sun, The Last Boy Scout, Over the Hedge, all good ones. So expect them before my. Well, you've got one. Yours is that like that little blue one. I just haven't updated it. The problem is like at the office, I'm not allowed to put any software on the computers, and I only use GIMP 2. GIMP is like the greatest software program ever made for graphics people. Ever. I don't care what anybody says. You can have Adobe all you want. GIMP will do everything Adobe will do, if not better. And that's what I need. I need to find an aviator hat. The old school aviator hat. You know the ones where they wear the leather helmets in the cars? Then we could put the goggles and the leather racing cap on him. But yeah, I'm working. I think Heavies is the one I've got mostly done. I just have to finish it up. And let's see who's came on first. I think it was Trance. What, you couldn't get you have problems with GIMP? like I said, It's got a very hard learning curve, but once you get past the learning curve, it's great. Especially if you're doing like animated graphics, because you just basically do layer by layer by layer by layer by layer, and you're done. Yeah, like I said, I will take GIMP over Photoshop any day of the week. Surrogates, Split, Last Man Standing. It crashed this, dude. You need to get a better PC and a better internet. That's all I'm saying. The only problem is they haven't updated GIMP in forever. So it's like at some point it's going to fall behind when all these other projects like add a little thing to it. But until then is like, yep. Catch 44. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for 8 more Bruce Willis films. And I need to go pull up the file so I can remove the ones you do find. Which so far is only 2. So far it's only 2. Let's see. So we have found The Expendables 2. Die Hard with a Vengeance, which should be towards the bottom, I think. There's that one. Actually, it's right in the middle somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Yep, I'm sure so far. I am very sure so far. There's a modern Western type. Are you thinking of Last Man Standing? That wasn't really a Western. That was more of a mafia. Old school mafia. Let's see. I just got done watching 1. I don't think I've ever seen 2. I've seen 3 a lot. I've 4 is on my to watch list. 5 I've not seen. 7 I've not seen. 8 I have seen. 10 surprised me. Yeah, Last Man Standing with Christopher Walken. You might be a man who would shoot an unarmed man in the back. So just remember, you got to be specific on some of these titles. I will say on at least one of these, you have to be very specific. But how is everybody doing out there? I want to say greetings and salutations to those of you that are watching from, whether you are watching from DLive, which is not, whether you are watching from Twitch, which says 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, If you're watching from Restream, and I have no idea who's watching from Restream. If you're watching from Streamlabs, I can never tell. If you're watching from Mixer, I have no clue because I don't have my Mixer page up. Nope, Looper is not up there. Ocean's 11. That would count because he was in it. He played himself. And I still have to get photos of the prizes that have going out. I liked Looper. Especially, I think that's one of the, what's his name? Was it Daniel Day-Lewis? That played, was it Daniel Day-Lewis that played young Bruce Willis? And he's got the gold in his backpack when he gets shot. It was a modern remake of A Fistful of Dollars. No, that wouldn't be Last Man Standing. Well, I guess kind of it would be. But I don't think that's the one you're thinking of. See, that explains it, Spock. You're running GIMP on a Windows 98 Special Edition computer. It's gonna crash. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I think that was the first time I'd ever seen Levitt in any movie, and I'm like, I like this kid. Especially when he's doing the barn scenes. Absolutely loved Levitt. Hearts War. I am not a Colin Farrell fan. That's the problem. I like Colin Farrell. I don't think he's as big of a name. I think he was right for the role. That was the newest computer Trust me, Spock. That's why GIMP is not working. It did not work for you. That's why GIMP did not work for you. Mercury Rising with Alec Baldwin. You ever notice when Alec Baldwin's in a movie, okay, if he's playing a big shot character, up until Mission Impossible, he always turned out to be the bad guy. Always. It's like Alec Baldwin has that character as like, yeah, he's a great character, but we're going to make him evil at the end of it. Because I'm going to be honest, when I saw Mission Impossible Ghost Recon, I thought Baldwin had turned. I literally thought when they do the sewer scene, I thought Baldwin had turned. And I'm like, you're going to cliche on me, aren't you? And then they turn him out to be like, nope, he's not the one that turned. And I was like, cool. This makes up for a couple of Alec Baldwin bad movies like Mercury Rising. Or, what's the other one he did? It'll come to me in a minute. It'll come to me in a minute. He did one other one where you swear he's a neutral good guy all the way till the end. But that's what I hated about Mission Impossible. Other than 2 and 3, I mean, I'm trying to remember if somebody turned in 3. Somebody turned in like every movie. It's like, really? Just shoot everybody. That'll make the movie more sense. Three was the one with the garage, right? I'm trying to remember. 2 was Michael Philip Seymour. 3 was where they brought Simon Pegg in and Ving Rhames came back as a full character. John McClane. I still can't believe they named a movie John McClane. Yeah, two with Seymour was good because nobody turned. The problem with 2 was there wasn't really a team effort. It's like 1 is basically you don't know who to trust. 2 was like he's doing it by himself, pretty much everything. I'm going to say they got the theme of the movie right after they did 3. Once they got 3, they got the ball rolling. It's the I Am team. It's not Tom Cruise and everybody else we can't trust. Sin City, Vice, Airstrike, Cop Out. Oh man, I can't believe number 4 hasn't come off yet. 4 is one of my favorites. I've only watched it like twice, but I love number 4. But I always get mad when they do that with movies to make them more blockbuster. It's like, because we're talking about Liam Neeson. The 18 movie they nailed perfectly. Other than Mr. T going all zen. I see one coming off. Let's see. Yep. My restream chat may have froze again. Thank you, Trance. God, I didn't think anybody was going to ever get that one. I love Bandits. I absolutely love Bandits. Bandits is what I think Red was supposed to be, just on a smaller scale. Big Trouble in Little China. I think you got the wrong star on that one, Spock. Hey, anybody think Allie's using IMDb right now? No, I don't. Let's see. Does he have a cameo in Big Trouble in Little China? I don't think he did. I don't think he did. Let me look. Let me see if it's on my file. Because the cameos are actually in my file. Nope. I do not have him in that one. See, that's why I always do bigger name stars for the movie list. Because if I pick like the small ones or smaller stars, you guys are gonna be like, who? What? Okay, I got him so far. Cool. So we are still looking for 4 last Bruce Willis movies. And I'm still telling you guys got to be specific on one of them. There is one up here that is very specific. The actual name of the movie is not the number. So there's your clue. There's one that's in a sequence somewhere. But the name of the movie is not the sequence number. That's your only hint. I haven't seen Glass yet. I need to. Die Hard with a Vengeance is the only one of those you've seen? Spock is like the greatest Christmas stories ever. And yes, they're Christmas stories. Unbreakable I loved. I think Unbreakable was M. Night Shyamalan's coup de grace. I don't know if Glass is as good or not. Trans, tell him he needs to watch the Christmas movies. The funny thing was, there we go. Thank you, Allie. The funny thing is, like I said, once they went to 3 and they got away from the Christmas theme, I don't think Die Hard was as much fun. I don't think, because they just basically said, oh, we just want an action movie. And it's like, no. Die Hard needs to take place either the day before Christmas or on Christmas Day. Absolutely. Die Hard with a Vengeance did a little, but not enough. Split. I don't think I've ever seen Split yet. And I watch a lot of Bruce Willis films. But I don't think I've seen Split. Like I said, number 5 on this list and number 7 I haven't seen yet. 10 I have, but I've only ever watched it once. And like I said, I love the scene in The Jackal where he goes into the gay bar and kisses the guy before he kills him. It's like, that's Bruce Willis. That's the Bruce Willis I want to see. Split doesn't have Bruce Willis in it. Let me see. Is it on my list? Yeah, it actually does have him in it. It's got him in there. So let's see. Which other actors do I need? So I need to do a Liam Neeson one. I've got a Nicolas Cage list. I need to do a Jason Statham list. The problem is, it's easier for us as guys to do the actors. I need to do some actresses. And I haven't done any actresses ones yet. I need to do a Tom Hanks one. Who would be the good actor? I mean, Sandra Bullock would be a good one. But after that, I mean, which actress stands out? Maybe Angelina Jolie? Renee Zellweger? Maybe. I'm trying to think. I have to see how many movies she's actually done. Oh, no. She goes to her party, does her thing. I get to do my actresses. Spock, if I did an Angela Lansbury list, everybody on here except maybe you and me would be like, who? Hello, Heavy, how you doing? So it's got to be a modern day popular ones. Julia Roberts might work. No, I did not do Marilyn Monroe. Because like I said, I got enough grief from the Bob Hope one. Pizza! How you doing, my friend? What is good? I could probably get away with doing a Marilyn Monroe one. Julia Roberts, Renee Zellweger, Angelina Jolie, Sandra Bullock. Those are 5 I could probably get away with. How many animated ones does she have? She's got Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and the Beast 2, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Um, I'm thinking. How many would Angela Lansbury have? I would love to do a Jodie Foster one, because when I grew up, Jodie Foster was my sweetheart. Cop Out, good movie. I loved Cop Out. All right, wait. All right, let's see. So we got Cameron Diaz, Angelina Jolie, Renee Zellweger, and Drew, maybe. I will put Angela Lansbury on there just for now, but I'm going to put a question mark by that one. The Rock movies you could do. I already have The Rocks. Dwayne Johnson, we've already actually done Dwayne Johnson once before. Yeah, well, Meryl Streep is one of those where how many of this crowd would know her, though? That would be the catch. The sex tape with Kanye West does not count, Red. But yeah, I think I. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go look real quick. I got Angelina Jolie. So I've got her in here already, so I can take her off of the list. I think that's the only actress I have. I've got Bruce Willis, Dwayne Johnson, Nicolas Cage right now. See, I keep wanting one of my bottom ones to actually come up because I really want to test you guys' music knowledge. I've got one I really want to test you guys' music knowledge. It'd be one of those where if I even had the hint that you were looking, I'd smack you down so hard. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm trying to think how many Scarlet. I'm trying to think how many big ones has Scarlett been in. I mean, other than like, because then you got to list all the Avenger movies because she's in pretty much every one of them. Nicole Kidman. Everybody would know her. Who'd we say? Julia Roberts. Arnold movie. I don't have an Arnold Schwarzenegger list yet. I don't believe that. How do I not have an Arnold Schwarzenegger list ready yet? No, I am not putting Alyssa Milano in there. Like I said, I would do Jodie Foster before I did Alyssa Milano. Carla Gugino. Who? You guys gotta remember, you guys gotta pick, like, you gotta give me, like, actors and actresses that you guys would know. Who? Alyssa Milano? Nope, I don't like her. She is, let's just say, I think she is dumb. Ooh, video game movies. Okay, let's see. Video game movies. Now let me ask you on this one. Trent, would you consider Final Fantasy The Spirits Within a video game movie? Okay, thank you. Because I guarantee you I would put that in. Oh, Alec Baldwin. I gotta if I'm doing video game movies, I gotta put Alec Baldwin in there. Fast and Furious actors. We'll have to see. But that adds Vin Diesel to the list. Clint Eastwood. I don't have any Clint Eastwood ones. Do I have Tom Hanks? Wow, I don't have Tom Hanks in here. I thought I was actually working on a Tom Hanks one. All right, like I said, thank you, Trans. I got into a discussion with somebody about whether or not Spirits Within counted as a video game movie. I got Nicolas Cage already. That file's already made, Red. The Jackal, John Larroquette. No, I don't think I could do John Larroquette because I don't think he did enough movies. I can't believe I would have swore I had started working on a Tom Hanks one. I would have swore I had started working on a Tom Hanks one. But I'm looking at it right now. It goes from Time to Town. Tom would be right there in between that. This is turning into the Alley Trance list, folks, and we got 2 left. Ron Perlman, how... The scary part is, I thought about doing a list based on comic book movies. And, yes, Bruce is in Death Becomes Her. Hello, show. How you doing today? I need to do a Christopher Walken list. So we're down to 2. Spot. Don Knotts is one that would only be you and me. I guarantee you. Maybe Red. Everybody else would be like, what? Because we'd have the Apple Dumpling Gang 2, Mrs. Moore, The Ghost of Mrs. Moore. I am doing well, little French lady. I'm having a good time tonight. Because basically, I came up with a rule to myself based on how many people are participating. Right, The Ghost of Mr. Chicken. But I guarantee if I did a Don Knotts list, you guys would look at it like my Bob Hope list. Guarantee it. You're talking to my guy in the wrong tone. I will write it down, but I'm not going to make any promises on that one. So anybody has been watching the pay-per-view for Nerdy, what's the count so far? Is it SCW, ZCW, or Greatness Era? Oh, they fell behind last night. Ah! How many times did Bros get pinned? That was absolutely hilarious. Bra basically takes over the show. and he puts himself in 3 straight matches, and he either pins or is submitted in all 3 of them. I absolutely died laughing. I figured Raw would play it up more, but he never did. You renamed the Canadian belt back to the bed. Still no idea how Greatness Era would be entertaining with the show. Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have to rename it the Beaver Belt. It's still a Beaver Belt. Ladies and gentlemen, and the time is up. I will say, just to let you know, who did. Red, you were close. You were close on one of them. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's an Alley Trance list. So the question is, we're looking for a 1-player game. We're looking for a vault shot with a brand new vault because Heavy won it last night. And a small prize. And we are going to start, let's see what we got. We got Alley with 5, Trance with 3. An all Alley one. And we are going to start with Alley saying, if I don't win, at least I went down fighting, because it was a good day to die hard. Not there for Alley. Alley's like, that's it. If I don't get it, I'm killing Trance because I know he stole them all. Not there at first kill either. Trance is like, yeah. You said it was a good day to die hard. I'm going to kill you with a vengeance. So die hard with a vengeance. Not there. Now we know there's at least one good one in here. We know there's at least one good one. The question is, which one is it? Alley's like, me. I'm the champion. And there it is. Alley gets to take part in a 1-player game. All right, Alley. You, my friend, get to play the money game. Oh, all right. So the money game. We got to figure out which card we're going to put up for grabs for Alley. So Alley, just for you for the money game. We are going to give you the chance, to win we got to remember which one this is. The 1949 Ford Woody. Yes, there's actually a car called a Woody. Make all the funny jokes you want. And there goes Bubbles. All right, so Alley will be playing for the Ford Woody. And Alley will be playing the money game. All right, Alley, to win this game, you have to come up with the price of this 2020 Kia Forte LXS. This Forte is a desirable car in its own right thanks to a sharp design, engaging performance, and plenty of technology and safety features for the money. What you see on the board, Allie, are 9 pairs of numbers. One of those pairs of numbers will cover the W. One of those pairs of numbers will cover the N. All you have to do is cover that W and that N before you fill up the 4 slots in the column. So, Allie, we need to know which numerical pair is in the price of the 2020 Kia Forte LXS. Hello, Chuck. How you doing today, my friend? What is good? So, Show, I got a question for you, since you're still here. Little French lady says you actually cleaned up the house the day before she came home. How much of a mess did you make in 24 hours? I am doing really good tonight. All right, Allie's first number is the 17. Is the 17 in the price of the 2020 Kia Forte? It is. It is definitely on the W. So now all he has to do is come up with the last 2 numbers. So Allie says he's going to go for the 29. Is the 29 going to get Allie the Ford Woody? Oh, it is not the 29. It's all right, Allie. You still got 3 more chances to come up with that N. Allie says the price of the car is $17,761. Is he right? Ooh, it is not 61. You left and spent your day at the Walmart. That's how you keep the house clean. You just didn't spend any time at the house. All right, Allie. We need that in. Where is our N? Allie says it's behind the 51. Is it $17,751? Oh, not there. All right, Allie, you got 1 shot left at this. He's going to go with the 71. If it is 71, the Woody is yours, Allie. If not, you basically won 212 whammies. Is the last number in the price of the car a 71? No, it's not. It is not. But, as I said, Allie does score some. It's called mice. It's called Mises. It's called Mises. That's what they're called. The actual last digit was the 31. Allie, you had the right idea going for the ones. You just didn't get the right one to go with it. All right, so with that, we send that back to the main board. And we jump ourselves back over to the list. And we see if there's a small prize or a shot at a brand new vault. And we are going to say Allie was just within striking distance. Oh, not there. Ouch. Trance is like, nope, I'm stealing it. I'm just a good little old bandit. And there it is. Trance. Unfortunately, Trance, just to let you know, like I said, oh, where's my vault? My vault window's not open. Why is my vault window not open? It is a brand spanking new vault because Heavy D basically won the crew set from the Star Wars plates. Nope, it wasn't Sin City. Neither of the Sin Cities were on the list. All right, Trance. We are starting from the beginning, which means you get to take the first number off the brand new vault. But yeah, guys, for those of you guys that didn't see, Heavy last night made off with the F4 Phantom. And he made off with this Star Wars collector plate. So that's what Heavy made off with last night. And it was close. He and Richie basically, we actually played Wipeout, which I absolutely love as a game. Oh, I gotta make sure to put the certificate back in the box. It was literally, I think, 15 points difference. It was Heavy had 140, Richie had 135. All right, Trance says, we're starting a new list or new vault. Let's start right at the top. And with that, we are getting rid of the 7. All right, Trance. We have gone back up to a 1 in 999,990, 1 in 90,000 chance. But it can be done. Trance says, let's go. 4, 2, 7, 1. We lock in 4271. And we hear, I'm going to die laughing if that's it. Like I said, we kind of knew it was going to be hard to open it early. And that leaves us with a possible small prize. All we need is a small prize to show up under the Expendables 2 or the Siege. That's all we're needing. Is it time to siege the day? Ba-dum-bum. Ah, we are not sieging the day because these jokes are very, very, very expendable. And look at that, Trance. Trance getting the small prize. Now, I don't have the prizes set up on the shelf. So, Trance, I'm basically going to say you get your choice. I'm going to show you the choices. Okay? Because I have so many of them, that's why these are the priority at the moment. Give me 1 second. I gotta remember where I put the other ones. I'll use that instead for now. I get all my, oh, I know where all my other ones are. I know where my other ones are. Because I actually cleaned them up and rearranged them so I knew where they would be. As soon as I get the right. Alright, so again, I don't have the prize camera ready. So, Trance, you get your choice of one of two. Paul, we gotta get you out of the way for the minute. Die-cast cars, mini Hot Wheels. You can have the Get Real QVC Racing Team for Jeff Bodine. You can have Merlin from Sword in the Stone. Or you can have the Catapult. So those are the three choices at the moment. And like I said, I only did it that way because I don't have the camera set up on the prize pile right now. So, Trance, which of those three? Would you like, my friend? Merlin it is. All right. I'm going to put these two guys back over on the prize table so that they're there waiting for me. Dun, dun, dun. And with that, Trance gets Merlin from Sword in the Stone. And the only reason I'm writing them right now is because I still have to do photos. But there is Senor Merlin. That is Senor Merlin. And that will be going to Trance. And I'm hoping I held it in front of the camera right. I'm hoping. And that goes on the pile to be photographed. I gotta find some more of those. I'm down to 2 of these McDonald ones. These are the ones people actually like. So I gotta find some more of those. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, here's my next question. Who's interested in participating in the next game? And I'm asking before we get started because if it's like last night and we only get one person, I will do a one-player game. All right, Chuck is definitely interested, so that's one. So we are interested in knowing who is interested in participating in the one play or the possible multiplayer game. Damn it. I gotta fix that file. I gotta see what's wrong with my King Arthur file. Hold on. I don't even see King Arthur in my list. That's weird. All right, so I'll have to figure it out. So far we have Chuck and Chuck only. We're waiting to see who else is interested. In competing in the next game. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to do this without knocking the table over where everything is sitting. Especially some semi-fragile stuffs. All right, we'll do it this way. Damn it. It being stubborn. It being very stubborn. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, I would like to welcome you to the Wits Game Show, sponsored unofficially by the greatest drink of all time, and our games are based on ever how many people want to actually participate. The more participants we have, the more games we do, the more prizes we give away. And like I said, right now the prize camera is off. Just because I have to resort a couple of things. But for those of you that have never seen us before, basically what we are, and we are here every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday, barring an active God, active work, or active wife. Like, for instance, we weren't here Tuesday because literally I was exhausted from work. That's what we call an active work. So we kind of made up for it with a show last night in which we actually played Wipeout. And like I said, last night, Heavy actually won the Force One F4 airplane from the Ertl collection. He also opened the vault and won one of the Star Wars plates. And we have many, many, many more prizes. We have things from Star Trek, models, McFarlane, Star Wars, Planet of the Apes, Men in Black, Star Trek, DC, Marvel, Barbie, diecast cars, Sony, unofficially Sony. I forget what else. Board games, Pops, in which we try to give away as much stuff as we can each and every night. Speaking of which, I gotta find Trance's box. Oh, Trance's box is sealed because it's full, so I gotta start Trance a new pile of stuff. And yes, folks, I get paid tomorrow. So hopefully before I go to the bowling alley, I am going to get to stop by the I'm going to stop by the post office at work and try to get a couple of these out. Because I've been sitting on some of these packages in these piles for too long. Hopefully I'll go from left to right, which will include one Canadian package, and then I'm going to sit down and try to play Tetris with Walrus's stuff as best as I can. And then I got to play Untetris with Show's box because I forgot to do the customs form. It's like, why won't they let me put toys and collectibles a lot and put in a random dollar amount? I think that's what they should let me do. That's what I think they should honestly let me do. I do enough business for the post office. They should let me get away with doing customs forms like that. Am I right? I think I'm right. I really, really do. All right, so far, Chuck, it's just you. Looking to see if anybody else wants to participate. That's what we are looking for and waiting to see, because the number of players determines which games we do. If we only get one player, then Chuck basically plays a one-player game by himself. Yeah, because all government wants their tax dollars. I know. Okay, Aaron. Like I said, that's... And I haven't heard from George, so George's stuff may end up going back in the prize pile. Because I don't think George ever sent me his address. Yeah, but then I got to do like everything I buy has to. I looked into it at one point, show. It's not worth it. Well, we're holding off on you, Heavy, since you won last night. Because I have to fill out like 1,000,000 tons of paperwork if I wanted to do it. Because I actually thought about that at one point. Fallen! Thank you very much for giving Trance that little thingamabobber. How you doing tonight, Fallons? Is it Mr. Fallon or Mrs. Fallon, or is it the Fallon duo? That's the question. So right now it's still Dust Chuck. We're looking and waiting. Trying to give somebody a chance to win stuff. Hardly any. Let's see, there's Monster Mash. Ooh, Halloween songs. I have to see if we can find some. That would be an incredible list. Monster Mash, Thriller, Purple People Eater. Would you consider Time Warp a Halloween song? Nah, I don't think we would consider. I don't think we would consider Time Warp a Halloween song. This is how Red just said the same thing. Yep, this is Halloween would work. Now you got me trying to think if I can put together a Halloween song list. That's a good question. No, that is not a Halloween song. You guys hear that? A Hanukkah song is a Halloween song. No. Yeah, I don't think we can come up with enough songs. Damn it. We could do the Scooby-Doo theme song. Oh, I'm definitely going to do the Christmas song list. That's easy because there are a million of those. There are a million Christmas songs. Now, I said Monster Mash already, Spy. I was the first one that came off. Monster Mash, Thriller, One-Eyed Purple People Eater, This Is Halloween. There's got to be more Halloween songs. There's got to be. I'm going to have to go look at some point. And it was indeed Marilyn Monroe. It was indeed Marilyn. All right. So, Chuck, since it's just you, since nobody else volunteered, I'm going to set something up. So, bear with me 1 second. Where is... Make sure I get the right slide number. Okay, this is a brand new one. So, Chuck, you are about to play the game of the $1 Million Money Drop. I just finished this today. Actually. All right, so let's get the board filled. Whoops. Let me go check my file real quick. Why does it say? Oh, because I left a line out. All right, so bear with me 1 minute, Chuck, while I get this set up. All right, Chuck, this is how it's going to work. It is basically 7 questions. That's it. Okay? On the board, you have 2 topics. We have birds and Maryland. You're going to choose one of those 2 topics. All right? I'm going to give you a million whammies to start with. Whichever one you choose, we're going to show you the question and 4 possible answers. You basically have to divide up the million whammies between the 4, but you have to leave one answer uncovered every round. The first 3 questions, you're going to have 4 choices. The next 3 questions, you'll have 3 choices. Then the last question, you'll have 2 choices. As long as you have whammies, you're still in the game. Okay? But every round, you have to leave one of those 4 spaces completely uncovered. All right? Write the White Christmas of Halloween songs. Oh, Hocus Pocus. There's another one. That one would work. All right, so Chuck, with that, your first category choice. Would you like birds or Maryland? All right, birds it is. All right, here is the question. Oh, come on, computer. Don't do this to me. This thing worked brilliantly in testing. You know what it is? I know what it did. I got to go pull up the other version. I got to go pull up the other version. My times have not changed. I just realized what I did. I always forget to do this. When I move it over to the big board. All right, let me make sure I got everything else in here fixed. All right, there we go. We got it fixed. But I got to go change. Okay, so we're changing up. We're changing up categories. Because it chooses the categories at random. I know you have not been here for a year. You've been hiding from me. I know. All right, so Chuck, your 2 choices are ancient music and abbreviations. Like I said, I'm still going to come to your place. I'm just going to hide in all the goodies you guys are pulling out of the house. I already told you that. It's like just one day I'm just going to show up on the doorstep. All right, Chuck says we're going to start with abbreviations. All right, so here is your first question. Mrs. MSSRS should only be used on letters for these relatives. Okay? MSSRS should only be used on letters for these relatives. We have aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters. Now, Chuck, you got a million whammies to spread about. You have to leave one of these answers uncovered. So, where would you like to put your million whammies? How would you like to divide them up? You can put them all on one. Dude, we gonna play some chess, we're gonna drink, we're gonna live stream, you know, the whole 9 yards. We're going to do the whole thing. All right, aunts, sisters, and uncles. So, how much do you want to put on each of those three? You can put 250,000, you can put 500,000. You can spread it out evenly. You have 1 million point or 1 million whammies to spread out. All right, Chuck says evenly. So we're going to do 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You're going to put 333,333 on uncles and 333,333 on sisters. You got one whammy left, Chuck. Where would you like to put it? Where would you like to put that last whammy? On aunts, uncles, or sisters? On sisters. All right, so we're going to add one more whammy to sisters. All right, think it over. Are you happy with the division? So you think MSSRS, which should only be used on letters for these type of relatives. You say aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters. Is this your final breakdown? Now we know only one of these is right. The question is, which one? Yeah, this one, like I said, I'm trying to clean up a lot of them so they look graphically clean. And I tried to make this one look as close to the original as possible. All right, he's going to change it. He's going to put 100, so we are going to remove. And we're going to put the other 333,534 on sisters. All right. And like I said, the good news is there's no time limit. We don't do a time limit on this one just because I'm hoping the questions are hard enough and good enough. All right, Chuck, we have 100 on aunts, 100 on uncles, 666,868 on sisters. Let me know if that is your final breakdown. Again, you can change it as many times as you like until you're satisfied. Oh, hold on. I screwed something else up. 332932. There we go. Now I got it right. I just noticed that's why I've got the actual number on the board, so I can fix. So I make sure I don't. It's basically if the current available doesn't say 0, I left something off. Math is hard. Mental abuse towards humans. All right, that is Chuck's final answer. We want to see sisters stay on the board. MSSRS should only be used on letters for this relative. Oh, no!
For $20,000, it must be exact.
It was brothers. The one you were sure it wasn't was the correct answer.
For $25,000, what
It was brothers. MSSRS is basically the plural for misters. Don't ask me why there's the extra S in there. I could see MSRS. But MSSRS. Chuck, you never have any luck with these one-player games. I'm going to say that. I'm going to admit that right now. You never have any luck with these one-player games. Have you ever noticed? All right, give me a minute. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that question out of the board for now. And give me 1 second. I wouldn't call my brother miss. All right, I'm going to take that one. Chuck comes up empty. So the question is, who wants to be next? Who is next for trying the $1 million money drop? I told you guys if I didn't get like multiple volunteers, I was going to find one game and we were going to work with it. And as I just finished making this one, I'm using this one. So who would like to step up and take on the $1 million money drop? It's basically very simple, folks. You only have to answer 7 questions. That's it. 7 questions is all it takes. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are basically, like I said, because I always have problems getting people to actually participate. So I have decided that we're going to start doing some more one-player game style games. And I have to actually go through and fix this on the big board, which doesn't take long. It's just I have to relink a bunch of macros. All right, Spock. Spock is willing to try. Thank you, Spock. All right, Spock. We are going to start you with 1,000,000 whammies. Your 2 choices are protests and Chinese foods. Give me a minute because Restream froze again. Bear with me, Spock. I gotta get the chat window to come back up. Like I said, I've got the other chat working, so it's like it helps. All right, Spock says he's going to start off with Chinese foods. All right, Spock, same thing applies. You got 1,000,000 whammies to start with. If you want to put all 1,000,000 on one answer, you can go with one answer. You can spread it out up to, you have to leave one thing uncovered. Just be careful which one. All right. So we are going to go with Chinese food. So Spock, here is your question. If a Mandarin speaker orders me, what is he ordering? Is he ordering pork, wine, fish, or rice? If a Mandarin speaker orders me, what is he ordering? You have 1,000,000 whammies. You can divide it up among 3 of them. You have to leave one of them blank. And you can divide it up however you like. If a Mandarin speaker orders me, all right, you're going to leave pork and wine blank. You're going to put 500,000 on fish. And 500,000 on rice. Now you can get all the help from the audience you want. Once you're satisfied, you just tell me final, you're done, you're ready. So you're pretty sure it's not pork. You're pretty sure it's not wine. Now again, this is not Japanese, this is Mandarin. If a Mandarin speaker orders me, what is he ordering? Right now, you think fish and rice. All right, your change, no change, satisfied, settled, final. All right, we want to see fish or rice stay on the board. That's all we want to see. How much are we going to lose? It is rice. If a Mandarin orders me, he is ordering rice. So very nicely done, Spock. And with that, you kept 500,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, while we're doing this, I need some advice from you guys. We've got a large prize. How many points do you think they have to keep to get a large? Think of it this way. Large, die-cast car, medium, small. What do you guys think is a good point value? Because I have not put the point value in because I haven't gotten around to playing with Gimp. It's going to go like right over top where $1 Million Money Drop is. What do you guys think is a good point value? Like out of 1 million, how many points do you have to keep to get a large? So let's see. So we've got, large. Large die cast will always be second. Medium prize. Hot Wheels. Small prize. So you have to keep a minimum of 250,000 for the large. So if we divide that in by half each time, 62.5. Divide that by half is 31,250, and divide that by half 15,625. All right, so let's see. So like I said, I'm getting your guys' opinion because I want to know. And like I said, that's the one thing I haven't done yet. All right, so at the moment, let's put it in there so you guys can see what it says. Chuck says large, 500K. Large diecast, 450K. Medium, 400,000. Small, 100,000. Hot Wheel, 35,000. And then below that would be whammies divided by 100, I think, or divided by 1,000. Like I said, I got to figure it out. That's the one part I haven't figured out doing this. And Spock says 250K for large. My only problem with doing it that low is you're not gambling. You're not taking any chances. Large die cast 125K. Medium 62.5. Small 31,250. Hot Wheel 15,625. All right. Anyway, we'll worry about that here in a moment. I'm thinking the large has got to be more than half. You got to take a risk to do the large. I am leaning towards 400K. You've got to gamble to keep the large in play. All right. Anyway, we'll figure that one out in a minute. All right, Spock. Here is your next two topics. We have vice presidents or movie terms. Vice presidents or movie terms. All right, Spock, which category would you like? All right, vice presidents it is. And here is your question. Who called the vice presidency the most insignificant office that man ever contrived? Who called the vice presidency the most insignificant office that man ever contrived? Was it John Adams, Richard Nixon, Andrew Johnson, or Benjamin Franklin? Now you got 500K to spread around, Spock. How do you want to divide up your 500,000 whammies? How would you like to divide them up, my friend? Oh, you're going all in on Benjamin Franklin. All right, we got them all in. 500,000 at risk. You can think about it for a couple of moments. You can ask the audience if they want to say, spread it around a little. You can make any changes to your total up until you tell me final answer or final choice. Who called the vice presidency the most insignificant office that man ever contrived? Was it John Adams, Richard Nixon, Andrew Johnson, or Benjamin Franklin? No, he wasn't a VP. That doesn't mean he didn't say it. Believe it or not, all three of the others have been vice presidents. Adams with Washington, Nixon with Eisenhower, Johnson with Lincoln. Benjamin Franklin wasn't, but he was a man of many quotes. You can leave the 500K on Franklin, or you can put it on one of the, you can spread it out to two of the vice presidents or one of the vice presidents. All right, you are going to stay with Ben Franklin because all the rest, yes, have served as vice president. Who called the vice presidency the most insignificant office that man ever contrived? We want to see Ben Franklin stay up there. Is it the man who says snug as a bug is a rug? Oh, no! It was John Adams, the very first vice president. Basically said the vice presidency was the most insignificant office that man ever contrived. The very first one. Ah, painful, painful, painful. All right, let me get rid of that one. And I gotta go find my Chinese food one. So we're gonna take those out of the board. And I gotta go find two more questions to throw in, so hold on. All right. Who would like to step up and take their chance? We are 0 for 2 so far. We are 0 for 2. We need somebody to make it through a million dollar money drop. Now, I should say 7 questions. Officially, there's 6 because you can walk away on question 7. So we are looking for somebody that is ready to take on the $1 million money drop. Who would like to be next? So what do you guys think about it so far? That's my other question. Like I said, this is one of those where the questions are not going to be easy. But you have like pretty much, you spread the money around to keep in there. Well, that's why you spread it out. Because unless you get the completely wrong answer, such as misters, you're going to stay in the game. Yep. Now I got to add like all those three questions to the used question pile. So who would like to try next? We're looking for somebody that's willing to try the $1,000,000 money drop. Oh, I know how I can do it. I know how I can do this instead. Where is it? So if you play all the way through, I got a better idea. I just got a better idea. Where'd my pen just go? Oh, there went my pen. If you survive question 1, so if you answer question 7 correctly, large. But you got to have points. So it's going to be large based on points. Yeah, I can't do that either. It's got to be based on points when you walk away. All right, so the scoring is going to be a little iffy. I got to figure out the scoring. No, I don't know if I can do it that way either, because if you just keep splitting it in half, so it'd be 500,000, 250K, or thirds rather. 111, 33. I haven't figured out the logistics of the scoring yet. Because if you keep dividing, well, let's see, because you have to divide it in half here. It's 12. Divide that in half is 6. Divide that in half is 3K. So the first 3 questions you can divide in thirds. So to go from 1,000,000 to 333,000. I'm trying. Let's see my scribble notes. I'm trying to figure out the point system. All right. So who wants to step up and try their luck with the $1,000,000 money drop? All right, so to get the large, you have to get to question 7 with 333,000. The large die cast, 250,000. The medium prize, 125,000. The small, 75,000. But you got to get to the question. The Hot Wheels, 25,000. that might work. All right. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because if you split it, let's say you did the first question and you split it evenly. All right, that leaves you with 333,000. I can't give you the large for that, so it would have to be. All right, so you have to do 2 questions to win something other than whammies. You go to question 3. All right? If you walk away with question 3, the best prize, if you can walk away on question 3, the best prize you can get is the Hot Wheels car, or a Hot Wheels car. But you have to have at least 25,000 points there. If you get through question 3, you get the Hot Wheels car. Question 4 would give you the small prize, but you got to walk away with having at least 75,000. So if you walk away on question 4 and you have over 75,000, you can get the small. Or you can say, well, if you don't have the 75,000, but you still got the 25,000, you get the car, you can still buy the Hot Wheels car. You get through question 4 and you've got 75,000. We're gonna have to test it to see. So I'm gonna need somebody to test it and survive is what I'm gonna need to do. Question 5, if you get it right, and you still have 125,000, you can get the medium prize. You go for question 6. You still have to have 250,000. So if you drop below 125,000, for instance, you would stop on question 4. But how do I convince people to put whammies on an object? This is. Yeah, you definitely have to do 2 to walk away. And if you walk away on 2, you get ever how many whammies are left divided by 1,000. You can only get the Hot Wheels car if you get question 3 right. All right, let's try this. I think this might work. All right, who wants to try? We're looking for somebody that wants to try one more time. No, that's what I'm saying. Question 1 and 2. You can't walk away. You have to do at least 2 questions. If you go, so you see question 3. You have to play it for the Hot Wheels car. You have to play it if you want the car. If you don't think you're going to get it, because you can still spread them whatever you've got out, you should be able to get 25,000, have 25,000 left by that point. All right, let's test this. All right, Chuck, you ready to help me test this one? So think about where you're putting the money stuffs. All right. Category 1 is Dickens. Category 2 is movie terms. I think this will work. I just got to come up with a good number for the large. Now just remember, your goal is to survive as long as you can. So just remember that. All right, movie terms. Most people know what a MacGuffin is in a film. But what is the opposite of a MacGuffin? An insignificant item that leads to a very important prop, storyline, or solution. We have Cinderella's slipper, Schrodinger's cat, a chameleon, or Chekhov's gun. So basically, you got 1,000,000 points right now to spread around, Chuck, on any 3 of those 4. I think 333 will be good for the large, because if you spread it out evenly on 1, yeah, that's going to be my other problem. If they're not sure and they only put 100, what if somebody only puts 100 answers they're not sure of? So you think the Hot Wheels should be a lot lower? Well, because if they only put 100, then they still got to get through question 2. So they're literally playing a two question game. Because, yeah, I see what you mean though, Spock. I see what you mean. I see what you mean now. All right, so if I drop it from 1,000,000, the million's in there just because it's the $1 million drop. So let's say you start with 1,000. You have to have 333 by question 7, 250, 125. 100 for the small. Or 75. So yeah, so let's just pretend it's like only 1,000 points. Or 1,000 whammies. So it's 1,000 whammy drop. Because I can see where the 1,000,000 is going to throw some people off. All right, Chuck. Chuck says 998. 900. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 800. 100 on Schrodinger's. And 100 on chameleon. Whoa! My 0 got stuck. All right. So nothing on Cinderella's slipper. So we don't think it's a Cinderella slipper. Most people know what a MacGuffin is. All right, so let's say you're right in 999,800. All right, so as long as you're right, we stay in there. If you were wrong, you would be down to 100. So I got to be able to keep you still participating through the Hot Wheels car. So that would be down to 250. All right. So, Chuck, you going to stick with this one or you want to change it up? All you got to do is give me final answer. Schrodinger's cat is for 100. A chameleon for 100. Chekhov's gun, 999,800. What is the opposite of a MacGuffin? Is it? We want to see Chekhov's gun. Stay there. It is Chekhov's gun. Well, see, I like that because then it gives me, because if it had been wrong, then you'd only have 100, and then I could work from that and see what to do. All right, so Chuck is at 999,800 whammies. And with that, Chuck, we go to the next question. And your choices are ancient music or the U.S. Civil War. Ancient music or U.S. Civil War. All right, we're going to go for the U.S. Civil War. Here is the question. You can visit the famous Andersonville Civil War Prison, a National Historic Site in this state. Is it in Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, or West Virginia? You can visit the infamous Andersonville Civil War Prison, a National Historic Site in this U.S. state. Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, or West Virginia. You have 999,800 points to spread out, Chuck. Or you can put it all on one. Oh, he's putting it all on one. 999,800 on Georgia. How you doing, Panthers? What's good? All right, so if you are right, you have 900 and blah, 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 blah. I'm definitely going to bring that down from 1 million. So, Chuck, you sure you want to put it all on one? Final answer. And we drop absolutely nothing. So, Chuck keeps 9, blah, 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 blah. That big number in his currently available balance. All right. So actually, you have to go through 3 questions. You have to go through 3. All right, Chuck, your next choices are the Confederacy or Classic Illustrators. The Confederacy or classic illustrators? You cannot walk away yet. All right, the Confederacy. And here is the question. Congress did not restore full citizenship to this Confederate leader until 1975 because his signature on the Oath of Allegiance had been mislaid. That is Stonewall Jackson, Nathan Bedford Forrest, Robert E. Lee, or Jefferson Davis. Congress did not restore full citizenship to this Confederate leader until 1975 because his signature on the Oath of Allegiance had been mislaid. All right, so this is what we're looking at. You have to play through. So you would want to keep 25,000 on something. Because I'll do the number division right now. Because if you're wrong and you still have 25,000, you would get the Hot Wheel car. You could stop right there, buy the Hot Wheel car. All right, so he says Robert E. Lee, 800,000. And like I said, we'll get rid of all the zeros afterwards. Stonewall Jackson, 199,800. All right, so if it is Robert E. Lee, you keep 800,000. If it's Stonewall Jackson, you keep 199,000, or in this case, 200, approximately. And you could stop and buy the Hot Wheels car because you had 25,000. All right, says it's final. Who did Congress not restore their U.S. American citizenship to? Robert E. Lee. All right, so that is 800,000. All right, so you could stop right now and buy the Hot Wheels car for 25,000. I'm trying to think. How would I do that? No, I definitely have to up it. No, I wouldn't. All right, I think I'm good. All right, the next round. Your choices are, that's right, because now you only get 2 options or 3 options. It is Easter or Maryland, Chuck. Easter or Maryland? All right, Easter it is. What name is given to the Monday on which Lent begins in Eastern Orthodox and Eastern Catholic services? All right, so you have 800,000. I think I've got to. I think I've got to. I'm trying to think worst case scenario here. Like I said, the big number I think is what's throwing me off. Start at 1,000. So you have 800 at the moment. What name is given to the Monday on which Lent begins in the Eastern Orthodox Church and in Eastern Catholic services? We have First Monday, Clean Monday, and Risen Monday. You got 800,000 whammies.
Let's all play What's My Line?
If you went down to 100 here, 100 here. What if instead of changing value, that's what I'm leaning towards, Spot. Like I said, that's why I asked originally what people would, what point values you think you should have for the prizes. But like I said, Chuck's doing it the right way at the moment. So like I said, he's spreading it out a little, so I can like think this in my head. All right, so we got First Monday, Clean Monday, and Risen Monday. Remember, you have to leave one of them blank. That's why I'm leaning towards you have to finish with 500,000 for the large. But you have to go through question 7 to be able to do it. So basically, Chuck has 800,000. So if that was like 100, he could walk away right now with the Hot Wheels because he hasn't completed question 4. If he finishes question 4, you knew Easter Monday? Alright, well, spread it out. Like, if you don't know, that's why you gotta, like, cover your bases. Because what you would want to do is keep yourself 200 grand, or 200. Because if you miss, and you still had 200, you could stop and buy the small. Because you only have to get through the question with money left, with points left over to keep going in the game. Yes, you still have to leave one blank. You always have to leave one blank. So you would either want to split it up 600 to 200 or something within that range, unless you're absolutely sure. Because let's say at the moment, like I said, we're just going to get rid of the last three zeros. All right, so he would say clean Monday, 600. Risen Monday, 200,000. So if it was Risen Monday, you keep 200,000. You could stop and you could buy the small, because you have 200,000, 200. You could buy the Hot Wheels because you have over, I think that's got to be 100. Yeah, the Hot Wheels would be 100. All right, Chuck, is that your final guess? You can change Risen to first. So we're going to do minus 200,000. And then we make first Monday 200,000. So 200,000 on first Monday. And clean Monday was 600. All right. Let's find out. What is the name given to Monday on which Lent begins? It is Clean Monday. So with that, Chuck keeps 600,000 or 600. And that means you are going to definitely see question number 5. All right, so question 5 will be either the English Civil War or NCAA sports. English Civil War or NCAA sports. Chuck, which category do you want to see the question for? NCAA. And here is the question and the 3 choices. Which Midwestern school won the first ever NCAA wrestling championship? Was it Iowa State, Oklahoma State, or Iowa? You've got 600 points to spread out. Like I said, ignore the last 3 zeros. We're not going to use those. Now we're on question 5. So if you want to win, you want to buy the medium, you got to keep 400,000 or 400. Actually, I think I'm going to make it, 400. For you to, at the moment, get the large, you cannot lose more than 100,000. So you would bet. So based on what you have, 500,000, 500, and 100. If you want to keep trying, if you think you're going to be trying for the large. Because that's what I've got written down at the moment is 500,000. All right, 500 on Oklahoma State. 100 on Iowa State. Which Midwestern school won the first ever NCAA wrestling championship? Yep, National Collegiate Athletic Association. All right, Chuck, would that be your final breakdown? All right. We want to see Oklahoma State. It is Oklahoma State, which gives you 500,000 whammies at the moment. All right. So we are going to question number 6. This would be the larger diecast card. All right. We have birds and sex studies. Birds and sex studies. You are looked to buy the large diecast after this round is done. You have to keep 450,000. To buy the large on the next question, you have to keep the 500,000. So at this point, Chuck, you're going to probably go all in on one of the two. All right. The Roman god of Mars is associated with which bird? The Roman god of Mars is associated with which bird? The falcon, the sparrow, or the woodpecker? So again, you got to remember, the diecast card can be bought after this round if you have 450,000. Or you could walk away right now and you could buy the medium, the Hot Wheels, or the small. So you would put either 500,000 or 400,000 on something. So 500 or 450. For the 450 would get you the die cast, but if you lose the 450, you're down to 50, and you only get 50 whammies. All right, so it would be 450 on the woodpecker and 50,000 on the sparrow. Now, what this would sell me is, if you are wrong, this would automatically be your last question, because you would only have 50,000. And the only thing, and you can't buy anything for 50,000. Let me think. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that works. Or you can walk away right now, keep the 500,000, and walk away with the medium price. Okay, so you're going to change it to all on the woodpecker. Okay. Yeah, so you would have to decide is basically this is where you would get to the decision point. Is do I put the 450 on, keep the 450? I'm trying to think what would happen if you did the 450. Yeah, because if you kept the 450, you would be able to buy the so you would be able to buy the die-cast car. Right or wrong? No, you'd have to be right to buy the die-cast. I'm sitting here trying to think in my head how to say this. So your better bet if you're not sure would be to split it. Because then you know you can't get the large, but you can walk away with the 450 and you would get the die-cast car. All right, the Roman god of Mars is associated with which bird? Is it the woodpecker? It is the woodpecker. It is the woodpecker. All right, that means Chuck is at question number 7. So if you had done 450, you would still have enough to buy the car, the die-cast car, after you saw the question. So this would be, and here's the reason for this. You only get 2 choices on the final question. We have Hollywood marriages and protests. And because you're at the final question, everything has to go on one of the 2. Yeah, but then why would you do it? That's the question. Well, you would do it because you wouldn't be able to win the large if you didn't do it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I think we're good. I think we're good. Well, you still get to see the question, remember? You definitely get to see the question and your 2 choices before you say stop. So, Hollywood marriages or protests? Remember, you can walk away any time before a final. All right, Hollywood marriages. Due to her marriage to the 5th Baron Hayden Guest, which of these actresses is officially a baroness? Sarah Churchill, Jamie Lee Curtis. You would have to put all 500,000 on one of those 2. So now, if you weren't sure, you could stop.
Has 10 players
And shows you one half of the question.
for $10,000 and a brand new car.
The answer is Twister. And here's your host, Jim.
All right, so basically, you stopped at question 6. So no matter what, you couldn't get the large. But you have 500,000, which means you would get the large die cast. So basically, if we were doing this one for a prize, if it weren't a test one, you would get the large die cast right now. Bum, 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 bum. Or I should say the diecast, because it's like whichever diecast card gets chosen. All right, so I think that works. Yeah, I know, Tess. Too bad. Uh, like I said, the first two runs I counted. The first two runs I counted. It was just you and Spock both missed on the thing, and I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't think about the point situation until after that. All right, so just pretend you guys don't remember any of the questions. All right? All right. Spock. Movie terms or U.S. Civil War? You already know the answers, but we're gonna flip this around a little bit. So, Spock, would you do movie terms or U.S. Civil War? Which one of the two?
This is the personalized license plate of a grain salesman. You can figure out that it says rolled oats, then you're ready to play Bumper Stuffers.
Oh, wait. I'm going to change one more thing before I do this. Give me a minute. I'm going to change one thing. I am going to change it from the 100,000 or the million just to 1,000. All right, so I'm going to see if a smaller number makes it easier to understand. All right, Spock, Maryland or protests? 10 means you have to keep 100 there, 200 there, 400 there, 450 there, 500 there. Now we're gonna do this like minimal numbers. Well, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. I want to see what happens if something goes wrong. Yay! Now the question is, what's the ZCW SCW score? I know we were down. I know ZCW was down by 2. All right, Maryland. What is the anatomical name for the highest point in the state of Maryland? Is it Spinal Mountain, Backbone Mountain, Vertebrae Mountains, or Clavicle Mountain? Now you got 1,000 points to spread out. Yeah, I think it's going to work better with me using smaller numbers. Remember, you have to get through 3 questions with at least 100 points remaining to get a Hot Wheels car.
Hidden in this jumble of letters is the name of the world's most famous baby doctor.
So you have to get through question 3 with at least 100 to get a Hot Wheels. 200 through question 4 to get a small. 400 through question 5 for the medium. 450 through question 6 for the diecast. Now wait a minute, Spock. I need you to help me out here by I want you to kind of like spread it out so you got like a minimal number on at least 2 of the others. So basically, put 100 on any two of them. It doesn't matter which two. Normally, I'd say, okay, we'll put all 1,000 on Spinal, but put 100 on two of them. Divide it up a little for me. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen if somebody picks a number and they end up with a small amount left. All right. Backbone for 10. Vertebrae for 10. And spinal for 980. Now, what this would tell me is the best you would do if it's not spinal is you would be playing for a couple of whammies. You'd be paying for 20 whammies if it's not spinal. Because you'd have to have 100 when you got to question 3. The actual highest point in the state of Maryland is Backbone Mountain. So Spock only has 10 whammies. So basically, Spock would have taken himself out of the running for any prizes. But he's got to go through question 2 to get the whammies. Because you have to have at least 100 for the Hot Wheels car.
And now, here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Snyder.
Okay, so we would do the next round. All right, Spock, Confederacy or Classic Illustrators? And like I said, you already know the answer to the Confederacy one, but
Time prizes, where it's always nice to be introduced by Bird Bennett. That's whose voice does it every week. Hello there, how are you? Good evening. Welcome back to our show. I hope we get a chance to meet them after the show. How old are they?
so it would have to be done in units of 100. So if you break it up, it'd have to be a minimum of 100, I think. All right, Classic Illustrators. And don't bother trying to memorize these questions because I'm going to change them up next time I run the game, just so you know. Hablot Brown, using the name of Fizz, provided the illustrations for this author. Robert Louis Stevenson, Edgar Allan Poe, Herman Melville, or Charles Dickens? So I'm thinking if you don't have 100 whammies available at question 3, your game would be over. Because you can't buy anything. You'd only be costing yourself whammies. So that's one more rule to add into it. So Spock says 10 on Charles Dickens. Okay, if you are right, you would get 10 whammies. And that would be the end of your game. Because you can't buy anything for less than 100. So there would be no point in going for question number 3. So you're basically playing for 10 whammies or nothing. Is it Charles Dickens? It is Charles Dickens. So that would be where Spock's game ends because he locked in 10 whammies, but he can't get any of the prizes, so there's no point in going on with the game. So, let's do this. You guys have seen, let's see, English Civil War. All right, Chuck, I'm going to let you do this one. Like I said, you already know the answer to NCAA sports. Which one? Let's do NCAA sports. There has to be a benefit to continuing to play without points. No, there wouldn't be a benefit to playing without points. Because all you're going to do is cost yourself whammies. That's why I'm thinking you have to keep a. That's why a minimum you can put on any board is 100. All right. What color rose was associated with the House of York? You got to remember, the game is not how much you can win, it's how much you cannot lose. I mean, officially you could keep going, but the point of the the money drop is to keep the money, not to lose the money. All right, what color rose was associated with the House of York? Was it black, red, white, or yellow? All right, he's going to put 900 on yellow. See, this is what I was needing. And 100 on white. The color rose that is associated with the House of York is red. It is red. All right, we're going to try one more thing. If someone has the minimum, no. If somebody has the minimum, all right, let's do the Confederacy, all right, because we already know it's Robert E. Lee. All right, let's say I only put 100 on Lee. Let's say I put 800 on Jefferson Davis and 100 on Stonewall Jackson. Well, that's how the game actually works, Spock. If you've ever seen the $1 million money drop, the goal is to keep as many points as you can. So if you get low points, then you basically want to stop. That's why you're going to get that's why you've got to play 2 questions. I like the idea of having to play 2 questions. If you have any points to get the whammies. All right? And we would drop, and you have 100 points. The next round would be U.S. Civil War or movie terms. We'll do movie terms. You've only got 100 points. So now you have to decide all right, Panthers, have yourself a good one, my friend. Like I said, we're kind of debugging this, and I got to get ready to wrap it up because I got to be to work early in the morning. You know, you're supposed to, when you go, you're supposed to do Thundercats ho as Panthero, right? No, I'm kidding. So you have 100. See, the question. This is the question where it's going to come into play. Is question 2. Is question 2 because if you split it up, like I said, have prize levels unlocked. Yeah, but then let's say you basically went with, you put all 1,000 on the first one. All right, you get past the first one, and you put all 1,000 on the second one, and you get past the second one. That's why I said you cannot win the larges unless you go further in. So let's just say Chekhov's gun. All right, because we know that's the right answer. All right, now you're at question 3. This is why you actually get to see the question before you decide. Sex studies are great. It's the one that I've not had either come up. All right, let's just do World War II. What was the U.S. code name for the diplomatic cryptographic machine used by the Japanese Foreign Office during World War II? Mystery Culture Purple Setting Sun. You walk away now with 100. Or you take a chance and you put the 100 in on one of them.
For $20,000, it must be exact.
For a chance to get to level 3. Level 3, like I said, is where the Hot Wheels card comes in. You have to get to 3. You have to answer question 3 to do the Hot Wheels.
What does it say?
It's now or never.
But you still have to have 100 whammies. But if you know all but the first 2 questions and get the rest right, what benefit is there with low cash to not leave? Yeah, but then you're doing a sliding scale. That's not going to work. And then you're trying to do a sliding scale. It's not going to work. That's why you have to spread the points around. You know you're going to need 500. You know you need 500 at the end to get the large. So the points are already set. You need 450 by question 6 to guarantee the die cast. 400 on number 5 to guarantee the medium. That's why you got to pick carefully. That's why you have to strategize what you're going to take a chance on. So, for instance, World War One, or no, the birds. I got 1,000 whammies. All right, we know it's a woodpecker, but I'm not sure. I have to keep at least 500 for it to stay in it. But I need to give myself some breathing room for the next question. 750. And the Falcon is 125. And we did the Sparrow at 125. Yeah, you have to remember the spirit of the game show is not to lose money. The spirit of the game show is not to lose money. So that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to lose the minimum. Or make it so you think you'll lose the minimum. And then we drop. We keep 750. Next round, protest or movie terms. We'll do movie terms. This is question 2. I think it's Cinderella's Slipper, but I'm not sure. But then I'm taking myself out of the large. Oh, I know. That's why I've been trying to figure out the point system. Let's see. Question 7. All right, is the large 500, the decast 450, the medium 400, small 200, the Hot Wheels 100. Because then because if you do it that way, you're rewarding people for bad betting. of keeping points too low for prizes. Yeah, a lot of them end with like no rewards, but that's where it's like, I'm trying to find that dividing line is what I'm trying to find. That's why I'm still thinking 333, 111. No, that's not going to work either. Plus, it's a one-player game, so you're kind of it's basically, are you going to gamble? All one-player games should be All right. Anyway, let me think about this one. Like I said, that's why I needed to debug this one. But it is 10 o'clock, folks, which means it is time to wrap things up. Like I said, at some point, I'm going to figure this one out. Like I said, the thing about this game is the $1 million money drop's always been, your goal is to lose as little as possible. That's always been your goal. So you start with 1,000. You've got to try to keep 500 to get the large. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Like I said, this is one of those where it's like, I got the techniques working now. I got to figure out the gameplay portion of it. All right, guys. So I want to thank everybody that was with us tonight, even if it's kind of like a little bit screwy at the end. Yeah, this is one of those where the balancing act is going to come into play. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself for what we did. Like I said, we tried to get some more people to participate, but it just didn't happen. We went 0 for 2 on the $1 million drop tonight. So tonight, the only prize we actually gave out was Merlin. And that will be going to Trance. We will be back on Saturday. Like I said, depending on what I do at the office, Saturday we may start early. So maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I don't know yet for sure. We'll have to wait and see. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, for Paul, for Bruce, for Alpha, who has been lurking, we are going to wish each and every one of you a very, very good night. And as we always say, always remember, exercise your body. I'm with you 100% of the way. Not as though I do it, but this exercise is just as important. So with that, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And we will see you guys either Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. Until then, guys, behave yourselves.